Good evening. Here's the news at 9. First, the highlights. Lagos State Government unveils empowerment initiative to foster economic growth. Nigeria seeks partnership with United States on green shipping, marine resources. On the foreign scene, Israeli strike on Gaza school kills 30 people, injures over 100. And in sport, rain impacts opening day of 2024 Paris Olympics. Now the details. I am John Omoaka. Lagos State Government has flagged off the Empower Lagos initiative as part of the economic efforts to curb youth unemployment and empower artisans through sustainable wealth creation programs to enhance the socio-economic development of the state. Commissioner for Wealth Creation and Empowerment, Akiemi Ajigbotafe, made this known while speaking at the Global Tech Africa Conference. Ajigbotafe said the state faces challenges with huge population despite a GDP growth rate of 4.13%, noting that with a youth population of 60% and an unemployment rate of 37.14%, many residents, particularly the young, find themselves unemployed due to lack of enough opportunities and skills gaps. He explained that the initiative is targeted at three categories of people, namely the post-NYSC graduates, artisans, and SMEs in Lagos State, saying it would help stimulate innovations in job creation as well as provide the skills necessary to succeed in today's competitive world irrespective of their profession. Students in Lagos State public schools have been awarded for using a technology-based platform, the Cell App, to solve mathematics subjects in the junior secondary school JSS 3 category. Plaques were presented to 18 deserving students as district champions from the 6 education districts, with the 3 students emerging as state overall champions from Barak Community Junior Secondary School, where while exceptional teachers were identified and commended. Speaking at the state award ceremony held at the Education Resource Center, Ojodu, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, Abayomi Abolaji, explained that the essence of the event is to add more values to the teaching and learning, specifically on subjects like mathematics. Abolaji, who enjoyed the students and teachers to leverage the artificial intelligence platforms to hone their skills, said the world has provided better platforms through science and technology to achieve future goals, and Lagos is happy to partner with such initiatives that will further boost learning and teaching process.
To whom much is given, much is expected. So I want to charge our teachers that they now have a plethora of tools to tap from. Let them not relent. Let them always put themselves into teaching and learning. And our students also, let them put themselves into it, because it takes two to tango, like they say. If our teachers are ready and our students are not, learning cannot take place. And if the students are ready and the teachers are not there, then teaching will still be zero. But we want the effort to complement each other. While the teachers are ready, the students should be prepared. When the students are prepared, the teachers should also be ready. And I know the two groups are ready to take the challenge of teaching and learning in Lagos State.
The implementation partner to the cell in Nigeria, Wumi Tolu Alalade, said over 10,000 students across 100 schools in the 6 educational districts in Lagos have been using the app to solve mathematics questions and getting better learning outcomes in the last 15 months. Tolu Alalade explained that within one academic calendar year of 2023-2024, about 5 million mathematics questions have been solved by the students.
But going forward, beginning from next academic session, we have promised that we will be bringing the whole curriculum, JS1, 2, and 3. All will be put into consideration, and where the work is already ongoing at the back end, and questions will be shoveled. It will be more to solve, and And of course, we'll be working with the Ministry of Education. Has been a wonderful side of basic and secondary education has been the best that could ever happen, because now we can assess, like they've suggested, the Becker exam pool, their bank, and then we can infuse that into what we have. So I'm positive that that will not be a concern going forward.
The NGO founder, Abdul Hamid Aida, will thank the Lagos State government for the opportunity to use technology in teaching students. Said the technology, which is free of charge for the students as done in other continents, will help focus on improving math learning outcomes in low and middle income countries. Lagos State government has announced that traffic will be diverted from Osborne Dolphin Estate to Surah en route Adeniji-Adele Link Bridge from 12 a.m. tonight, Saturday, 27th July, to 5 a.m. Monday, 29th July 2024 for asphalt pavement of the road. Motorists from Osborne Dolphin Estate are advised to connect Surah Link Bridge to Adeniji-Adele to access the third Milan Bridge to continue their journeys, while motorists from the State House at Marina are to connect Obalende to link Simpson Bridge in West Surah to access Adeniji-Adele to link the third Milan Bridge for their desired destinations. Commissioner for Transportation, Oluwaseun Oshiemi, assured that the state's traffic management personnel will be on ground to manage vehicular movement and reduce inconveniences, imploring motorists to be patient and adhere to the direction of movement by the traffic management personnel. Now to the rest of the stories. Nigeria has held talks with relevant United States officials on exploring opportunities to leverage its vast marine resources and attract new green-focused partnerships and investments in its seaports and shipping corridors. Special Presidential Envoy on Climate Action, SPEC, Anjurin Ginale, in an update of his official activities, said he held virtual deliberations with officials from the U.S. Department of Energy and State Department on marine prospects. According to Ginale, the discussions aimed to identify potential areas of collaboration between Nigeria and the U.S. in developing sustainable shipping practices and reducing carbon emissions in the maritime sector. He described the opportunity as amazing for Nigeria to do good and do well at the same time, indicating the potential for economic benefits while promoting environmental sustainability. Ahead of the planned nationwide protest against bad governance, the federal government has tightened security at all the nation's borders. Controller General of Immigration Service, Kemi Nadab, gave the order to all zonal heads, state command controllers, and divisional immigration officers of the service across the country. The Controller General noted that in keeping with the responsibility of safeguarding the nation's gateways placed on the shoulders of the service, officers, especially heads of border commands, are tasked to rise to the occasion by ensuring that no foreign elements can take advantage of the protest to destabilize the country. Nadab assures all Nigerians of the service preparedness to safeguard the nation's borders towards enhancing national security. And now to foreign news. Israel's military has struck a school near Deir Bala, a city in central Gaza, killing at least 30 Palestinians and injuring more than 100. The Israel Defense Forces said on Telegram that a Hamas command and control center was embedded inside the Kajida school, saying Hamas uses the compound as a hiding place to direct and plan attacks and store weapons. Gaza's Civil Defense Service said the school was sheltering displaced people, and victims were civilians, women, and most of them were children. Hamas condemned the attack in a statement on Telegram, also saying displaced, sick, and wounded people, most of whom were women and children, were killed. The strike occurred as Israel continues its months-long military campaign in Gaza, which Gaza's health ministry says has killed dozens of Palestinians. Now sports. Wet weather has impacted the opening day of the 2024 Olympics in Paris, with some events postponed or delayed. Heavy rain fell throughout Friday's opening ceremony in the French capital and carried on into Saturday. The men's skateboard street event, a play Passé de la Concorde, was due to take place on day one, but has been rescheduled for Monday because of rainfall. Both preliminary round and the final were due to take place, with the women's event scheduled for Sunday. At Roland Garros, no play was possible on the outside courts, with Team Great Britain's Cameron Norrie, Jack Draper, Dan Evans, and Katie Botta all having their singles matches postponed. Meanwhile, Paris 2024 organizers say they remain confident that the triathlon events will go ahead as planned on Tuesday despite heavy rainfall affecting water quality of the Seine River. And that's the news at 9. But just before we go, slow down at road junctions, intersections, and pedestrian crossings. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X at Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sowolu administration renovated 197 public schools across the state? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government has flagged off the Empower Lagos initiative as part of economic efforts to curb youth unemployment and empower artisans through sustainable wealth creation programs to enhance the socio-economic development of the state. Nigeria has held talks with relevant United States officials on exploring opportunities to leverage its vast marine resources and attract new green-focused partnerships and investments in its seaports and shipping corridors. We also told you that Israel's military has struck a school near Deir al-Balah, a city in central Gaza, killing at least 30 Palestinians and injuring more than 100. And in sport, wet weather has impacted the opening day of the 2024 Olympics in Paris, with some events postponed or delayed. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adesuwa Ejoyoka. I am John Omoaka. Thank you very much for listening.